morning. I am getting ready and waiting for my mom to get here. And then we're gonna go look at some old houses. We're gonna drive to a little town called Lovisa, where once a year they arrange this kind of showcasing of curated old houses in the area. And they are at least 100 years old, or in some other way celebrating a traditional way of living or building houses. And they are privately owned. The owners agree to showcase the houses. They're just normal people. Yeah, the owners will, I guess, be there, and they can tell you about how they have renovated in a traditional way, and how they preserve the history of the houses. And then there is also a craft fair in the area at the same time, so I'm guessing we're gonna go and check that out as well. So now I'm just going to get ready really quickly and then we're ready to go. So, hello, editing me here. This intro was cut a little bit short. I had planned a lot more elaborate filming and stuff, but there was a little incident that morning as I was getting ready that involved the chickens and a fox. I'll talk more about that in a different video. If this video or the intro feels a little short, and yeah, to me it felt like I didn't really have a lot of material to work with. It's just that because of the whole ordeal, I couldn't really focus on filming, and we were kind of in a rush to get to Lovisa. So yeah, but let's go look at some houses. So we ended up not visiting all the houses, so instead I am going to just go through the houses we did visit in the order we saw them, starting with Kotisatama, or in Swedish Hemhamnen. This house was actually one of the oldest houses that were showcased during this event. I especially loved the exterior of this house. The front porch was so beautiful, and it actually said in the info magazine we got that it is the work of one of the owners who is pretty good at woodwork. And the huge clock seen in one of the clips was also handmade by the owner. Next we headed to Vanha Viinatorni. This was a very special house, and it had a very interesting character. A businessman called Arseni Terichov built this distillery in Lovisa in 1876, and in 1992 a artist called Kai Nissinen bought this and did a little bit of renovation and made it into his home, and he also used it as an art studio and an art gallery. And you can see in the video it was full of art, so many paintings. It was really, really wonderful to see. Currently, the house is lived in by a family of 3, including the 4-year-old great-granddaughter of Kai Nissinen, who Nissinen left the house for. Kuninka Lampe, in Swedish Kungsdammen, and right up the top I have to say this was our favorite. Absolutely beautiful. The oldest parts of the house is from the 1750s, when it was the home of an army officer. Current owners bought the house in 2002. The decoration of the house was so gorgeous, and the garden of the house was even more beautiful. I feel like I didn't even film all of it because I was just so in awe. This is also the most similar to the house I live in, so it was interesting to see what they did with their place. This house was called Villa Limppu, and I realized I didn't really film the exterior of the house at all, but the special thing that I liked about this house was that they had absolutely beautiful glass doors, and they looked like they were made from old windows. I don't know if that's true, but especially the sliding door on the first floor is something that I have dreamt of making myself as well. So this was very good inspiration for that. And as you probably can see, there were quite a few other people here that I was trying not to film. I think I read that they did a new record of the amount of visitors at Loviisa Wanhat Talot this year. I think there was like 4,300 visitors, or at least tickets sold to the event. So, and I really loved the event, so I will be going back there as well for sure next year. Next house was called Gradualis, and not really anything special to say about this house. Really pretty. Right around this time I also realized that I was having some issues with my camera, so I ended up missing a lot of things that I thought I filmed, because what my camera started doing was it would not start recording as I pressed record, and then as I pressed to stop record, or so I thought, it would start the recording. So later in the video when I say I missed some stuff, that's the reason I missed some stuff. Next we have Huset vid ån, a really colorful, fun house. In this house I did miss the coolest part. Luckily I found some photos of it, so you'll see in a second a really dramatic wallpaper in the bedroom. That one I did film a little bit of, but then they also had this really cool book back staircase. I think I've seen something similar on Pinterest. Really fun idea. And also a lot of extra points for having the cutest dog and 2 cats.
Eläinystört. Huomaanpa Juli. Moi, ai. Oh.
I bought 3 of these handmade butter knives. And I also bought a pair of really comfortable pants from this lady. She told us that she has her own seamstress in Thailand and she brings these pants all the way from Thailand to Finland. And here's a picture of me standing on top of the lawnmower in the pants I got. Okay, just a couple more houses left. This one is called Villa Garbu, and again I missed filming the exterior because of the problems I mentioned. This too had a really pretty porch. Actually, it had 2 pretty porches. I filmed one of them. Lastly, we have Pihlajarinne. Again, I wish I had some more videos of the exterior. There's actually 3 of these houses next to each other, and they were originally built during the late 19th century for the workers of the sawmill, which is situated outside of Lovisa, as were these houses. That is the end of this video. I really hope you liked it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also leave a comment which house was your favorite, or if you did attend the event, if you had another favorite that I didn't see and show. And I really hope I will be able to go to this event next year as well. Yep, thanks for watching. Bye bye.